Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. In the shadows of history, behind the thrones of kings, in the whispering corridors of palaces and boardrooms alike, one name stands untouched: Niccolò Machiavelli, the architect of strategy, the master of cunning, the sculptor of reputation. In a world where power dances in masks and perception controls empires, reputation is no mere asset. It is a weapon, a shield, and a crown. To build your reputation so powerfully that people treat you like a god requires more than action. It demands performance, the careful crafting of persona, the silent manipulation of narratives, and a relentless commitment to becoming both myth and man. You must not be good. You must be believed to be great. The Machiavellian mind knew this. That reputation was more powerful than truth, that men will believe more in appearances than in reality. And if you can become the symbol, you can become untouchable. Let us step into the silence, where whispers carry more than shouts, and build your legend. A man with no reputation is a man easily forgotten. He is noise in the crowd, the dust beneath the boots of history. But a man with a forged reputation, one built not on loud proclamations, but on deliberate acts, mystique, and calculated silence, becomes a figure others orbit. And orbit they will, for men are always in need of gods to follow. The first step to forging a divine reputation is the eradication of mediocrity. Mediocrity is the silent assassin of potential. It robs you of magnetism, drains your presence of power. The Machiavellian must never be average. In every action, there must be intention. When you speak, speak with weight. When you move, move with precision. Every gesture must be deliberate, controlled. You do not walk, you command space. And yet, you must never reveal all. Mystery is a cloak that turns a man into myth. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must learn to be both fox and lion, cunning and strong. To be strong without strategy is to be brute. To be cunning without presence is to be a shadow. But to fuse both, to walk as if ordained by heaven and calculated by hell, that is power. Reputation is not built in the public eye. It is performed there but built in silence. In the unseen hours where the ordinary man sleeps, the Machiavellian builds. Every skill, every plan, every calculated relationship is a brick in the temple of your name. You must begin with ruthless self-discipline. The reputation you want cannot rest on the chaos of emotion or laziness. Gods are never seen crumbling. In private, you may suffer, bleed, strategize, rage, but in public, you radiate order. You appear composed, certain, unshaken. This gives people faith in your myth. In every domain you enter, business, politics, art, war, your name must carry echoes. That comes from results and perception. If results alone built reputations, history would remember many forgotten heroes. But perception bends results into legacy. You must learn to craft the narrative of your victories. Let others speak of them. Let whispers carry the tales. Never explain. Never plead. Appear above the need for validation. Create distance. The divine is never common. Your accessibility must be selective. The more people can reach you, the less they believe in your rarity. Be seen but rarely. Speak but with purpose. Let your words linger after your presence fades. Understand this. People worship what they do not understand. Make yourself difficult to define. Be moral, but not predictable. Be kind, but not permissive. Be generous, but only when it serves the image. Balance cruelty with justification and kindness with mystery. Machiavelli's core principle was this: men are governed by fear more than love. But fear without respect becomes tyranny. You must command awe, and awe is born from unpredictability. Keep others guessing. Just when they think they understand you, change. When they expect kindness, show steel. When they anticipate wrath, offer calm. Keep them unbalanced. In their uncertainty, you grow larger. Build symbols, rituals, legends. Let others speak of how you always were black, how you never eat with others, how you only speak at certain times. These may be myths. Let them be. You are no longer a man. You are becoming an idea. An idea cannot be killed. Master the art of silence. The most feared man in a room is not the loudest, but the one who watches, absorbs, and waits. Your silence must carry weight. Speak only when your voice becomes a final word. In every meeting, every negotiation, every confrontation, be the last to speak. Let your silence pressurize others into revealing more. In silence, you control tempo. Build alliances like a chess master. Never reveal full loyalty. Let every ally believe they are your priority. But serve only your legend. Use praise strategically, it disarms. Use criticism sparingly. It wounds more deeply. Above all, never become predictable in your loyalties. A god is loyal only to purpose. Protect your reputation like an emperor guards his throne. When it is attacked, strike back not emotionally but surgically. Destroy credibility, not with shouting, but with unignorable evidence or humiliating silence. Silence can ruin a man more than words. Let others defend your name. If you must speak, do it like thunder. Your private life must be guarded. Let no one see the whole picture. Keep separate circles. Let one friend know your thoughts, another your goals, another your doubts, but never all. Fragment knowledge of you, so no one can dismantle the whole. When you rise, appear humble. Humility disarms envy, but let the symbols of your rise speak for themselves. Wealth, influence, precision, these need no explanation. The divine never boasts. They merely are. Embrace rumors. Feed them if necessary. Let there be wild tales about how you crushed an enemy, how you seduced a queen, how you move entire empires with a sentence. Never confirm, never deny. Mystery inflates your myth. The truth is often too small to command fear. Your enemies must be chosen with care. A man without enemies is either invisible or cowardly. Let your enemies be visible, and let your defeats of them be symbolic. When you crush, do so with performance. Make it a warning. And when you forgive, do so publicly, not for mercy's sake, but to show that even your mercy is power. Never fight every battle. Gods do not descend for trivialities. Choose your battles with strategic brilliance. Sometimes letting a fool win shows you are beyond their reach. Sometimes crushing a fool elevates your cruelty. Choose wisely. Read the room always. Never reveal your thoughts. Others' emotions are tools. If they love you, use their loyalty. If they fear you, use their silence. If they hate you, use their energy to validate your might. Your reputation must turn every emotion around you into fuel. Cultivate your voice. Speak slowly. Enunciate with intention. Use silence between sentences like a weapon. People must lean in to hear you, and they must leave disturbed, moved, or inspired. No one must feel nothing after your words. Eventually, people will begin to see your name as more than you. They will invent parts of your story you never lived. Do not correct them. Let the myth evolve. A true Machiavellian understands that perception becomes identity. The godlike reputation is not perfection. It is mastery of perception. People must never feel equal to you. They must feel they are witnessing something higher. When you enter a room, the energy must change. That comes from the habits you build in silence, from what you tolerate, from what you never say, from the brutal discipline of saying no to weakness, distraction, overexposure, and above all, from the understanding that power is never given, it is taken. Respect is not requested, it is commanded. Divinity is not born, it is constructed. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be remembered, not as a man, but as an idea. Let your legend begin in silence. Let your reputation speak louder than you ever could. And when they speak of you in hushed tones, when they ask, "How did you become untouchable?" smile, for they will never know the truth. They were never meant to. You are no longer man. You are myth.